So dangerous, even pure.
7 game.
Mm.
All right,
Seven.
I'm gonna use my token and get Morgana.
What?
I'm claiming Morgana. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Wait. What roles do we have in this game again?
Same.
Standard.
Ah,
Ooh, available tickets.
That's Louis is voting.
Oh, Screwless, did you notice that that screenshot I sent you of that one game where I used my roll token and picked Merlin and died?
No. Was it a long time ago you sent it to me?
I think it was like last week.
I feel like I vaguely remember.
I think
that,
I think I did it. I did it in my server, so you probably don't remember.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. Remilia, your vote and your voting approve.
Using a token to get Merlin is like taking a loss.
Not really.
Am I? I don't think I am.
It depends.
In our games, at least.
Make a claim about me. Put
Over
me.
here.
That's possible.
Yes, all these M1s are correct.
But I want to be a Merlin so that I can fake not be Merlin, but then people do it worse than I do.
Next time I'm Merlin, I'm gonna do better.
That's what they
Yeah,
all say.
We're trying to find the roles. That's in the game.
Bro, this
The
Black
roles are
Raspberry
unchanged from previous
Sherbet
game.
is
There's just
so
one more
good.
vanilla spy.
Okay, thank you.
Fury says there's a spy here.
isn't it kind
Tila
of
says there's a spy
complicated
here.
for Merlin because they have to hide themselves and still try to give a good team or something?
Merlin's hard,
Oh,
yeah.
this is Hammer.
Yeah, this hammer.
No, why did you tell them?
Shiro picked on 4 of the proposed missions.
People are apologizing to him for the awful games that he played before.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I left immediately after that. Rejection on Hammer.
Rebellion maybe Merlin for setting up clean. If Cherry paid attention to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that Cherry I feel like is someone who would pay attention to the wishes of M2 Hammer. Whether or not
This is all
Rebellia
too
would be
smooth.
willing enough to set it
I
up
feel like
like
there's
that is
information to
questionable.
gather from that.
Yikes!
Shiro
yikes,
picks
yikes.
Veery, which
All the
has not been
blues.
proposed on any
All the-
missions.
This is
Yeah.
Wow, the blues have all the
this is like
hammers.
M1+1, I think.
People like to include me.
I guess.
he says as this is the first time he's been on a mission proposal the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think everyone somehow seems to like Zero Gane a lot. Like he's on most of the team.
Melon's voting.
Oh, sorry.
It's cool. This is mine. This is the
The fuck
Oh.
is this?
Sure.
I should have approved that.
Okay, Hammer.
This is Hammer.
Ah.
Run it back, Dunks.
I think it's just gonna be a whole bunch of people including themselves into this into that 3-man trio. At least until it gets to Shirogane.
At least we know it's not Very, but Cherry and Shiro or Ran.
Oh wait,
Could be
it's
any of
Sulfur
them.
again. Never mind.
Redmilia, Shiro, Cherry.
I feel like Shiro will
We
probably
just run that
add a
back, right?
If Shiro were
Is there any
Merlin,
reason to
he
not
would
run that back?
probably
Not
Yeah.
really.
Shiro
I
would
think we run
probably
back.
add a
Yeah, I think
spy
he just
if
run
he
back.
were Merlin. I feel like because he could just be used doing that to
I
try
wish
to
I could find
hide.
my Visine.
So because
Even if he
Shiro
does, it could
picked
do something
Clean,
in it.
I kind of want to rule him out.
Do I have to
So I
do
guess
some
the main
nothing
choice is between
myself?
Cherry and Ran. I think
You have
it's
the option of
probably
doing whatever
Ran.
you want to do.
It's probably
that-
Ran for how he's just slammed.
The fact that
on
Kiel's
their
stalling
faces.
it means probably red.
What?
I like that hypothesis.
What team? Wow.
Fine.
Your vote, Ran.
Hmm.
Oh, season 0. Whoops. Hmm.
You have my apologies for not off approving 2.4 because I kind of felt like yeah, apologies. Looks like TL is Morgana. So my gut reaction says to shoot Ranmilia, but what are your guys' opinions before we go any
If
further?
you think is TL Morgana confirmed?
TL is
Yes,
indeed
yes.
Morgana. You want to shoot
think
TL?
Viri- no, I think Viri. I feel like if Viri's Percival, the play that he would do is pick both Merlins and try to put them on the team in 1.2. Yeah, I feel like that's a.
So
I
you
feel
think you think Screw Loose is Merlin? Or
I'm
Shiro?
like, Shiro.
What? Screws is Merlin?
It depends if you're looking at 1.2 or 2.4.
1.2. But I don't know if that makes sense. Let me think.
Well, I mean, that is some people have picked a clean team so far, like in Mission.
Yeah,
2.3
all of the
and
blue players
5.
picked well in Mission 1. Every single one of their picks was correct.
Yeah.
So why did Viri reject 2.3? That's what we
That's
really need to think about.
that's a good question.
Maybe
That's what we
because
really
he's
need.
not
Maybe
sure
because
about
he's just vanilla.
Rejected. Did Shiro pick TL at all?
No.
No.
Just trying to see if he morged himself so Viri was afraid.
Only Viri have picked me on for so far, I believe. Yeah.
So,
Why does Viri reject 2.4?
I mean, look at Viri. Viri have picked me on in Mission 1 and 2.4, I believe.
Yeah, but look, Viri on rejects when he has information. That's why he on rejects. So he's something. He has some kind of info. If he's Merlin, why would he on reject? It doesn't make sense. There's probably Percival.
why
Yeah,
would he ever reject it as any role, really?
I don't know.
I mean, so like,
Because then look at 2.4. Then he picks TL. So he probably reject Cherry or Shiro or Merlin, and Viri's Percival. He thinks
Okay.
TL is Merlin.
so you mean
And it's not Cherry because TL picked. So it's probably Shiro.
See, I mean, I feel that Shiro's also a decent pick, but you know, I feel that Shiro as Merlin probably would not add a resistance member to his M1+1. I feel like Shiro as Merlin would probably add a spy because he sees that Remilia just sitting there with a blue hammer waiting to add himself.
Yeah, but
And there's also the
he sees you're red, so he knows that he has to mix it up, because he knows that you're gonna. He knows you're gonna expect.
oh, double reverse psychology, cool. You know,
Like specifically you, like he knows that he's gonna have to mix it up because that you're gonna catch on to that kind of stuff.
you know, I mean, I still kind of want Remilia. It's just,
Red Milia is probably my second pick because TL.
Did you see how fast he slammed that mission 2.5 in our faces? The second Viri's team got rejected, it's like 0.2 seconds, bam, there it goes. He was ready to put that in our faces.
Yeah, so he's already following some people.
If it's Ranmilia, then who's Percival?
Does it really matter? But okay,
Yeah.
let's see.
It does.
Wow,
So
let's
Ranmilia signals that Shiro is good. Who then picks Shiro next? Tian, blah 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 blah. Cake, and then me, and then Shiro picks himself, and then Viri doesn't pick Shiro, and then Ranmilia again. So, if Ranmilia's
'Cause,
Merlin,
like,
Viri is probably not Percival.
Because like if you're thinking it's Viri Percival to Shirogane, then there's like no reason for Viri to rock the boat and switch from
So-
one Merlin to the other Merlin.
You could make the argument if Ranmilia's Merlin, Cherry is their Percival, because Ranmilia in 1.3 signals, hey, Shiro's trustable. Cherry then sees that and repicks Shiro, right?
I feel like
So you
they
could
could do that
see
without having to be any kind of power rolls at all.
Sure. Well, I'm down to shoot Ranmilia or Shiro. I want to shoot Shiro just because I built up this little world where Viri is Percival and Shiro is Merlin. In my mind, so I want to do it, but
I
it
mean,
could
I can,
definitely be wrong.
I can see that, but I also just I can't wrap my head around why Viri would just do 2.4. That's just nutballs insane.
I have no I don't
2.4?
know enough about.
Yeah, like
Oh.
who makes that pick? Why?
Yeah, I mean he put
Switches.
full spy on his team, right?
Because like if he's like
If
he
he is not a
if he's
power
Percival to Shirogane, then why would he add Screwloose and not Cherries? Like I don't understand. That just it's just
Well, because TL signaled Ranmilia and Cherry as good, right? If Viri is Percival, so then Viri
no,
picks.
TL signaled that one of Ranmilia. And,
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. That does make sense then.
Right, and then Viri picks TL. But see, Viri should have picked himself, TL, and then either Cherry or Ranmilia, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily, but it's
Yeah, I mean,
like no matter how we look at it, Viri's pick is super strange here.
I think it's probably just random. It's probably not Viri Percival, because if it's Viri Percival, his 2.4 should have been who TL signaled as good, either Cherry or Ranmilia. But I thought I dealt with that earlier. Hold on, let me look.
Is there really a chance that we can, like, they can find out either Ren or Cherry is good or bad in that point?
No.
Even if I'm Merlin?
What's your piece?
No. But he would have taken the 50-50 between one of them. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he just picks me. Why would he just pick me, though? Doesn't make sense. I don't understand why he would pick me in 2.4. There's no
Maybe he
reason
just.
to.
I mean, I don't know enough about all people's play style, so I'm not sure is he the kind of person who will just pick randomly when he has no information.
Kashira never picks me. TL never picks me, and then Viri randomly does. Now, maybe Viri's going for Percival cover, but... Yeah, no, who knows?
I mean, at least we can confirm that Ranmania have some kind of information, and Cherry kind of share this information, I guess.
Well, the vote table, the only person that is really showing that they have information is Viri on rejecting and Cherry and Shiro on rejecting. Those are the only people.
3.1 is a very obvious on reject.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know. So
Like,
Viri
I mean,
the only one showing information. I don't know why he would on reject except having information, except having a power roll. Could it be Viri Merlin? Could we be seeing?
If it's Viri Merlin,
cover?
then wow, he can take his win because his team won without him.
Yeah, it can't be. They wouldn't win that clean if he was Merlin. There's no fucking way. The Percival would have followed TL after a while, unless
Yeah.
TL more. But even then, I mean, Viri's sending so many signals that are wrong. It wouldn't make sense.
If you want to shoot Shiro, I won't hate you for it, but I don't know. I just feel like Ranmilia. It's up to you.
I trust your judgment better. So if you're leaning towards Ranmilia, I'll shoot Ranmilia.
What
TL,
does TL want?
Yeah, I think that seems cool. Yeah. Either
You
of
want to
them.
shoot Ranmilia?
yeah, either of them will work. So I think yeah, Sun that is
Cause
the
cause,
case.
like I don't know,
Remedial.
cause like look,
Oh,
he's,
dude, my Spidey sense tells me to shoot Shiro. Fuck. I don't want to do it and be wrong.
Just
yeah.
take a
That's why it's great to not be assassin.
yeah, you are assassin, right?
No, no.
Do it.
I was hovering over the OK shot on Renmillion and I switched it last second. Why did I do that?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Ooh, that was close.
I'm sorry. I should have just. Alright, I'm not gonna do that again. I'm not gonna do that again. That was so stupid.
I should have poked better, but I don't even know what I could have done.
I'm sorry.
Renmilia was doing.
I
Renmilia
wasn't
Renmilia
really
was
sure what to
doing.
do either. It's like,
Renmilia was doing more talking than.
oh, by the way,
I don't know.
I forgot to check who was Percy again.
It was
Last
Cherry.
game?
Cherry.
Ah,
I
Yes.
thought Shiro was gonna be the shot for sure. And it's like, he just
wait,
just
so
puts on the new vanilla blue just out of nowhere. Like, what?
whoa, my mission one pick was actually pretty good. I put Percy and Merlin on, so Percy will see. Whoa.
Alright, so Renmilia. So basically, you have to pick slower as Morgana and Merlin, just in case Cake is here.
Well, okay. Sure.
That was good though. I figured
What?
it was probably you
Go
because
potty?
you were talking about. I think you were the first person or the second person to note me being on so many missions.